What is up, my Majin Buu crew? It's your boy, King Majin, coming back at you guys with another video. And today I'll be doing the long-awaited part 3 to What if Asta had solo leveling. If you haven't seen the original part, go check out. There should be a playlist running the channel, or a possible link in the description down below. I'm not sure if I'm going to put one. But anyway, I know you guys have been waiting for this video for a long time, and I'm glad to bring it to you. I'm sorry it's been taking so long. I've had a lot of other stuff to focus on. If you've read in the community tab that I post this on with, I have a new job right now, and I'm trying to focus on that for a bit just to make a little bit more money. And I'll probably put some of that money into the channel to make it grow a bit. So yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys really enjoyed the video. For this, 100 likes within a week, and I will start working on part 4. And yeah. So, without further ado, let's get into it. But first, let's find out what name I picked for Asta's lightning sword. So, I gave you guys you guys had a lot of time to pick names and stuff like that. I heard a lot of Raijin, and I wanted to pick those, but it just didn't feel right for this sword. So, I went a different way. I chose the name The Sword of Striking Thunder. This one was suggested to me by one of you guys. Right here. I'm sorry I can't pronounce your name, but if you're watching, comment down below so you know that I shouted you out for this, and yeah. But anyway, thank you, Deca. Yeah, Deca. Yeah, anyway, let's get into the video. What if Asta had solo leveling? Part 3. We pick things up with Asta finally getting into the Black Bulls, with everyone just congratulating him on his achievement. With Magnus saying, "Good job, kid." With Lux saying, "Let's fight sometime." And all the rest of them just crowding around Asta, with Yami saying, "Get back to work, you idiots." As they will all say, "Yes, Captain Yami, sir," as they will all go back in. Magno would take it upon himself to show Asta to his room. Asta, looking around, would be a little bit on edge because of how gross it is, with Magnus saying, "Yeah, it's not the best. My room's a whole lot cleaner than this." As Asta would then say, "No problem, I'll just clean it up." As Magna would say, "Okay." As Magna would then leave Asta to do his thing. Asta would then fall asleep and wake up early in the morning to hear Magna calling to show him around the base. He would then run outside the room, bumping into a pillar because he was sleepy. He would say, "This definitely wasn't here last time. I heard shifting in the building, so maybe the building moves. Rooms and stuff changed, corridors and stuff. That's weird." As Magna would then say, "Hey kid, what's the holdup for?" As Asta would then say, "Hey, does this building move on its own?" As Magna would then say, "Yeah, it does. You can get lost if you don't know the pathways like I do." As Asta would then say, "Oh, okay." As they would then go off to explore the Black Bull's hideout. Magna would then bring him to the cafeteria where they all eat lunch. He would show him where the girls' dorms are, and he would then say, "Go in there and you'll definitely die." With Asta thinking, "I could probably make it in if I want to." Not that I'm saying I want to, anyway. As Magna would then show him where Yami keeps his pets, and he would then tell Asta that he's in charge of feeding them now. As Asta would go up close to him, one of them would bite at Asta's hand, but the moment it bit down, it would feel fear, as Asta's just looking down upon him. He would then let go slowly, without fully biting down on Asta's arm, as Asta would then pat him on the head, saying, "Good boy," as the monster would be a little bit intimidated. As they would be going around, Magna would show Asta the library, and Asta would comment on how dusty that was, and then he would show him the interrogation room, with Asta thinking, "This is a torture room, right?" As Asta would be a little bit uncomfortable with this. As they would keep walking around with Magna showing Asta around, they would run into Noelle. Magna would then say, "Oh yeah, this is the other recruit." As Asta would then say, "So someone else made it to the Black Bulls." As Asta would walk up to her saying, "Hi, my name's Asta." As Noelle would look on at this, she would be quite annoyed that a commoner thinks that he could talk to her. As she would then say, "Know your place," as she would then hold up a water ball in her hand, with Asta being on guard at first, but then noticing the energy from it. He would get out of his guard and just look at her, as she would then say, "Why are you staring at me like that?" As Asta would then say, "Fire it." As she would then fire it, having it hit Magna, sending him flying into a wall. As Asta would see this, he would laugh a little bit, as Noelle would be quite annoyed by this, with Magna running up to her saying, "What the heck was that for?" As Noelle would say, "You shouldn't have been in the way." As Magna would say, "What? You spoiled little brat!" As Noelle would then say, "I'm royalty." And as Magna would say, "I outrank you here." As Asta would put a hand on Magna's shoulder saying, "Calm down, let's just go." As they would both go off, leaving Noelle to walk away. As Magna would say, "That spoiled little princess." As Asta would say, "Everyone has their own problems." As Magna would then say, "What are you talking about, kid?" As Asta would then say, "No, it's nothing. Just something I noticed." As this would end, they would finish their tour of the Black Bull's base. Asta would be out completing his daily tasks: 100 push-ups, 110-kilometer run, all that type of stuff. He would be not exhausted. He would have done this twice, actually. He would have been given a key, another key. He would then look at it saying, I guess I'll have to complete another dungeon soon. I wonder if I can get time off so I can do this. I'll just ask Captain Yami. As Asta would be walking around, he would then hear something. He would actually sense something too. He would then think, that must be Noelle. He would then look at her training with her water magic, as she's missing every last single target. Asta would then come up behind her saying, "Hey, how's the training going?" As Noelle would be shocked by Asta's appearance. She would then think, he must want to laugh at me. And she would then create the same water prison like she did originally. Asta would be thrown aback by this out over the sheer power and sent flying back. As this would be going on, the rest of the Black Bulls would come out, with Asta explaining what happened. Asta would then say, "Ugh, that's a lot of power. I don't think I'll be able to get to it." As Yami would then say, "We have something that can take care of it." "Anti-magic, kid. You think you can take that thing out?" As Asta would then say, "You got it." As Yami would prepare to throw him, but out of nowhere, Asta would jump with his feet splintering the ground, causing a massive crater to be formed where he leapt from, with everyone from the Black Bulls just looking on thinking, "Man, he's powerful." As Asta would be hurling towards Noelle's water prison, he would then say, "Sword of Divine Water," pulling it out. Asta would then wave his sword about, dispersing the water that was formed by the prison, catching Noelle in his arms, carrying her princess style. As they would both be falling, Asta would then create a path of water all the way down, gliding to the rest of the Black Bulls. Kind of like how Iceman creates a slide of ice, Asta basically created a water slide, with them both flowing down from there. As this would go on, they would meet up with the Black Bulls, with everyone not giving Noelle a hard time as she would have thought. They would have said, "Why didn't you tell us you couldn't control your magic? You definitely deserve to be in the Black Bulls. We're all misfits and weirdos here." As Noelle would feel the camaraderie within this group. As Vanessa would then come to her saying, "I can teach you a little bit of something about control. That's my specialty." As she would be a little bit tipsy. As this would be going on, everyone would just be praising Noelle on how strong her magic is and just saying she just needs control. As she would be happy to hear this. As Asta would then say, "Yeah, all you need is control. and I'll be happy to help you with anything you need. As he would then put his hand towards Noelle, as she would then shake it. Looking at Asta, she would then blush a little bit. Because in this story, Asta's not that short. In fact, he's about a little bit taller than Noelle is, so she's feeling the Asta. After this, time would pass, with everyone being in the cafeteria eating. As Asta would then say, "You guys, by the way, what all does being a magic knight entail?" As Matthew would then say, "You don't know what a magic knight does?" As Asta would then say, "No, I know we keep the Clover Kingdom safe. I'm talking about the specifics. What do we do? What are the specific jobs and tasks that we undertake?" As Matthew would then say, "Oh, someone else explain it to the kid." As Vanessa would then say, we do guard duty sometimes, and it gives you a good time to meet good men." As Luck would then say, if you find a criminal, you get to beat them up as much as you want, and no one will stop you." As Charlie would then say, "You get to get lots of food from all over the place." Ghost would then say, "I get to protect my sister Marie, and she loves that it's such a noble job. Here, do you want to look at my sister?" As Asta would be getting creeped out by this statement. As Ghost would then say, "If you even think about going near her, I'll kill you." As Noelle and Asta are a little bit scared of this person. Gordon would then say, because who can understand Gordon until like a few seasons in? Afterwards, Finral would then say, "It gives you a good chance to meet ladies." As Asta would then sigh about almost all of these statements, especially Finral's. Gray would then transform into Asta, saying, "And altogether, it's just a pretty good job." As Asta would then say, "Thanks, man." And Gray would then say, "No problem," transforming back into her normal self. As Asta would then get all these views of what Magic Knights do, you have a better understanding of what they all do. As this would be going on, Magda would then say, "By the way, you two, Yami needs us. Let's go!" As they would all go to Captain Yami, Yami would then say, "I have a mission for you guys. Clearing out boars in a place called Saucy Village." As Asta would then say, "Yes, a mission!" As Noelle would then ask, "Why boars?" And Yami would then say, "I lost a bet to an old man." And as they would, Magna and Yami would then regale them with the story of what happened. They would both start to laugh, with Asta and Noelle thinking, "Man, these two are idiots." Because in this scenario, Asta is a whole lot smarter. Yeah. Afterwards, they would then go out to prepare for the mission. Magna would then say, "You guys ready? Get your brooms and let's go." As Noelle would then say, "I can't control my magic. I can't fly on a broom." As Asta would then say, "And I can't use a broom either, but I can run really fast." As Magna would then say, "Ugh! Just hop on my broom. Crazy cyclone." As they will all hop on his broom, flying over to Saucy Village. As Magna would then say, "Hey Asta, what's your ability? Or your magic?" Asta would then say, "I call it solo leveling." And as they would then say, "Why is that?" Secret. But basically, it makes me much stronger and faster than the average person. Plus, I have the ability to create swords. As he wouldn't say that he's buying them from the store, he would say he's creating them. As Magna would then be satisfied with this answer. As they will all be flying over to Saucy Village, they would stop in the forest to take on the boars. As this would be going on, Magna would then say, "Hey kid, how about you take some? I want to see what you got." As Asta would then say, "Fine." As Asta would then step up to go against the boar. He wouldn't draw a sword or anything. As Noelle and Magna will be watching, Noelle will ask, why are we just letting him do this? As Magna will say, I want to see what the kid has. I don't think he went all out against me when we first fought. As Noelle would be a bit shocked by this, saying, you two fought and you lost? As Magna would say, yep. The kid's pretty powerful, especially with that anti-magic sword of his. As Noelle would then say, anti-magic sword? I thought he only had lightning, water, and fire. As Magna would then say, wait, lightning and fire? I haven't seen him use those swords. As Noelle would then say, I saw him use it during the Magic Knight's entry exam. The lightning sword, I believe, is his most powerful one. As Magna would then say, I've only ever seen him use the water and anti-magic sword. I wanna know what other secrets this kid has up his sleeves. As they would have been talking about this, Asta would have taken down the boar with just one punch, and he would have taken down more in the time frame they were talking. As both Magna and Noelle would be shocked by this, Asta would then say, that must be all of them, so let's go. As they will both nod and head out to Saucy Village. They will be at Saucy Village when Magna would notice a fog covering the entire village. As this would be going on, Asta would then get an ominous feeling from this, with all three of them running towards Saucy Village. They would see the fog, and Asta would sense that this isn't normal fog. As Magna would then say, what the hell is going on? As Asta would then pull out his sword, cutting through the magic fog, with him saying, it's a magic fog, you guys, let's go. Something's off. As Magna would then follow along with Asta. They will enter Saucy Village with Asta just cutting through the magic fog. They will see a group of villagers all piled together. As they would see ice shards about to be rained down upon them. And as this will be going on, Magna will prepare to destroy them with a scatter shot, but Asta would draw his blade of demonic fire sword, swinging it at the ice shards, destroying them completely. As Magna would finally get to look at Asta's ice sword, he would put that out of his mind, saying, what the hell is going on here? Talking to the villagers and having the realization that his old friend was killed by these people. You'll be furious about this. As they would look at the perpetrators of this action, as the perpetrator would complain about, you ruined my time. Now, I will deal with you in 1 minute. 1 minute or so, give or take. As Asta would then look at this guy, Magna would then bump in front of Asta, not in a rude way, just because he's mad. As Magna would say, are you behind this? Are you the one who killed my friend? As the mage wouldn't care about this statement and would hurl a giant shard of ice at Magna. As Magna would look on at this giant shard of ice, he would think, it's too much. I can't destroy it. I don't have enough power. As Asta would then jump in front of Magna, swing his sword down at the giant ice shard, cutting it in half and melting the other two pieces in an instant. As Asta would hold out his sword towards the perpetrator of this, the perpetrator would be shocked about how he managed to take him down with seemingly no real magic whatsoever, or something similar to it. As the perpetrator would begin to go for another attack, Asta would then say, why are you doing this? As the perpetrator would then say, people in this forsaken realm are no less than beasts who need to be put down. As Asta would hear this, his bloodlust would then run rampant, with everyone feeling it. Noelle, Magna, the villagers, even this guy, the ice mage. Because I'm tired of calling him the perpetrator, I'm just gonna say ice mage. As Asta's bloodlust will permeate throughout everything, saying, Beast, what gives you the right to say that? As Asta's bloodlust would then keep running rampant, as both Noelle and Magna would be getting to one knee, out of fear and exhaustion from the sheer amount of bloodlust. Asta's bloodlust would fade as he sees what he's doing and says, "We're gonna stop you." As Magna and Noelle would get up, saying, "Yeah." As this would be going on, the mage would then start to launch more ice shards, this time at all the villagers. As Asta and Magna would have to take them out before they got near them. This would distract them from taking down the ice mage. As they would be destroying them, Noelle would get her whole moment like she did in Canon, creating the giant water prison, protecting all of the villagers inside of it. As Asta and Magna would say, "Not bad. Not bad at all." As they would both give a big smile at her. But the smile she would really be focused on is Asta's smile, as she would then blush a little bit, saying, "Thank you." Stupid Asta. As this was going on, Asta would finally find his chance, springing out of the water prison as the mage would have kept attacking with ice. As Asta would have been coming towards the mage, he would have froze the ground near Asta, for when he stepped, he would slip and not have the same momentum as he did. But Asta would see this coming, igniting flames from his feet with his sword. Causing the sword to make his feet ignite into flames. He would then dig his feet into the ground, coming at the ice mage, cutting him across the chest, not enough to kill him, but enough to knock him unconscious, render him unconscious, causing the mage to pass out from pain. As the mage would be knocked unconscious, Magna would have taken care of all the other lackeys, the underlings of the mage, and would have used his flame chain binding magic to incapacitate them. As that would happen with Magna and Asta, taking down this group of mages, Noelle would comment on the name of Magna's attack, or his move, saying that it's so tacky. As Magna would then say, "Ah, you spoiled little," as her dome would pop, sending water down to them, with Magna laughing at her for her ineptitude. As Asta would then say, "Both of you stop. Let's make sure the villagers are okay." As both Magna and Noelle would nod, with Magna thinking, "Wait, I'm the senior here. I should give the orders." As Asta would then say, "Then give them." As Magna would then say, "Check on the villagers." As Asta would then say, "Yeah." As Noelle would chuckle at this for a bit, as they would then check on all the other villagers. After this, they would finally get a chance to interrogate the mages after they had been incapacitated. But, same in canon, they would kill themselves so no information could be released, leaving only the watch behind. After this, they would meet the village chief's nephew, I believe, and they will have that same interaction. But with Asta seeing the kid, he would then say, "Give it all you got, kid." And he would then give him, not like a sword, but a dagger that can help him. This dagger would have been cheap, but he would just gave it to the kid. As Nero would fly back to Asta, landing on his head, with Asta saying, "Where'd you go, Nero?" As Noelle would then say, "Nero? He's so cute." As Asta would then say, "Yeah, the thing's been with me since the Magic Knight's entry exam, and it won't leave me alone. So I figured, why not give it a name?" As Noelle would then say, "Aw, you could get on my head if you want to," with Nero looking at her and then looking back at Asta, pecking him, with him saying, "Cut it out, and what do you have in your beak?" With this being the magic stone. As all of them would then head back to the Black Bull's hideout. As they would then go back to the Black Bull's hideout, they would say how they stopped the mages, but they took their own lives. As Yami would hear this, he would then start to laugh, with Asta saying it. It's not right to laugh. As Yami was gonna say, no. Be happy that you guys saved him. You think the guy will want you to cry? He will want you to laugh. As Magdalene said, yes, Captain Yami, sir. As Yami would then laugh with Magna, Noelle, and Asta laughing as well. With Yami saying, you guys did good. As they will both smile at the statement. And that's it for the video, you guys. If you like this, remember, 100 likes for this. And yeah, for part 4. I have a surprise for you guys, probably tomorrow, for another video that might potentially come out. Yeah, but I have work that day, so I'm not sure if I can get it out to you. It's just a little holiday what if, so yeah. If you guys have any ideas for how the story can progress, like adding different swords, or even other ideas, comment them down below. I want to know what you guys think. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Really, I could use it, and I want to hit 3,000 soon. And if you guys are wondering about what if Deku was the reincarnation of Ainzel Gon, trust me, I am working on that. It will be a pretty long video, so give me time, you guys. Give me time. And for what if Eren has hockey, I am working on that as we speak, and I hope to get it to you guys as soon as possible. But I hope you guys be patient. But anyway, comment down below. Ice. Yeah, comment down below ice. And yeah, this has been King Majin saying, really, give me your comments and ideas. Signing out. Peace.